Hello Stampers, it's Debbie with Stamp It with Debbie, and it's Friday, and today we are on the third week of our 12 weeks of Christmas countdown. So as of today, there are 11 Fridays until Christmas, and so every Friday I'm going to be sharing a Christmas card, and today I'm sharing one that I think is a real simple layout, but if you have some real beautiful designer paper, you're going to see that it doesn't take a lot of extra bling or anything to make a really nice looking Christmas card. And I'm actually going to show you two Christmas cards today. So if you're here watching, go ahead and let me know that you're here. And I would love to hear where you're from. If you've started your Christmas cards, if you're following on YouTube, right down below this video, there's a subscribe button. And if you would click that subscribe button, I would appreciate it. And then you'll never miss a video. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to tell you the products that I'm using. This is a designer paper that's in the holiday catalog, the mini catalog, and it is on page 7. And it's kind of overlooked a little bit. It was in the catalog last year and it's a carryover. And I'm using this 6x6 designer paper here, and it's called Most Wonderful Time. And I'm not using the stamp set that goes with it. I decided to use Banner Year. And I did want to let you know that Banner Year also is bundled with this banner punch. So you can create banners and put all of these different items on them and then create 3 different size banners to coordinate with each other. And one has this end and one has like the little cutout end there. I'm not using this either, but I did want to let you know that that comes bundled. And if you need any supplies, you can find all of the stamping supplies I'm using today over at my online store at stampitwithdebbie.stampinup.net. So let's go ahead and get started so I can show you how to create this card. Isn't this paper just beautiful? I wanted to hold it up so you could see what you get in that refill pack. I love the foiling on this paper, and then it also comes with some little deer sticker packs and some greenery, some candy canes, but also on the back, if you don't like the foil, there's some these are the stickers, so there's no image on the back of that, but look at these very neutral images. So you have good paper on both sides, and this is a great paper to have. So this is what we're going to use. Now, I'm going to use this piece right here, and on the back is this. So what you're going to need is a card base, and I'm using Real Red, cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have another piece of Real Red, and this is cut at 3 by 4, and I have a piece of Real Red and Whisper White. This is 3/4 of an inch by about 2.5, just depends on your greeting. So you'll need to adjust it to whatever greeting you're using. And again, this is 3/4 of an inch by about 3 1/4 inch. I'm also going to be using a little bit of the Real Red, and I forgot the name, just a minute, braided linen trim. It's really pretty. It stays tied very well. And then I had some gems here I was going to use, but I can't find them right now, so hopefully I'll find them before the end of the video. Otherwise, I will get something else to use. So let's go ahead and get started. Now we can take our piece of Real Red cardstock, the card base, and fold that in half and burnish the end really well. Now we need to cut this piece. Now, I'm going to use this side and this side, but I want to tell you when you're cutting it, if you're going to use it for another card, you're going to want to watch how you use it, how you cut it, I should say. So let me go ahead, and I'm going to get my trimmer. Now this piece, you need 4 inches. So my other card I want to show you, I want these stripes running up and down. This side, it doesn't matter because the pattern is kind of scattered all around. But this piece, I want the lines to be running this way. So I'm going to cut this at 4. I'm going to put this piece aside. And then I need a piece that's 4 by 3. And then I'm going to need to do a little trimming on this one because I need another piece that's just short of that, because remember it's going to fit on this piece, which is 3 by 4. So I want 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then while I'm cutting, I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece to, actually, I'm not going to make that card today. I'm just going to show it to you, so I don't need to cut it, but it's cut for when I'm ready to go. All right, here's our card base. So now this piece, you're going to see that I cut my stripes going this way. So I'm going to take that piece. Make sure you have the bigger piece. This is the smaller one. This is what's going to go right down here at the bottom of our card base. We're going to leave a little bit of a gap down here at the bottom and put that right on. Now we're going to take our cardstock and we're going to do the opposite side. So we want to put adhesive on this side here. And then we're going to take some dimensionals. And I do have those. Where did I put them? Right here. I always like to pop things up. And I put one in the middle, so if it's going through the mail, my card doesn't get squished down in the middle. So that's why I always put one in the middle. I just like it to stay popped up. Okay, and I'm going to put that, I'm dividing it here evenly. And then just leaving what I think is a reasonable amount on the top. Now, again, I'm going to use the Banner Year stamp set, and I'm going to use Merry Christmas. There is also a Be Merry and Christmas Wishes. Oh, actually, I'm using Christmas Wishes. And I'm going to use Real Red ink. I like this set because there's something for all year. There's Happy Thanksgiving, A Treat So Sweet, which you could use all the time, With a Grateful Heart, Happy Haunting. There is Christmas Wishes and Boo, Happy Fall Y'all, which I think is super cute with this little squirrel down here. And then there's also a spider web and a couple other things. But today I'm going to use Christmas Wishes. I'm going to just stamp that right on my piece of Whisper White. And then I need my paper snips. And I'm going to go from this end up to that corner. And on the other side, I'm going to do the same exact thing from that corner. So my cut matches. Now I'm going to take my piece of Real Red and cut the same exact way. I'm going to move those scraps out of the way. And I'm just going to kind of put this here, but this side right here hangs over the edge, and remember we put dimensionals there, so I'm going to grab a dimensional and I'm going to put it on this end, and then I'll put adhesive on this end, and then that's on there, and then all we need to do is put a little adhesive on this other greeting. And I didn't put it right on top. I kind of liked it to go just kind of hanging off a little bit. That way it shows the red underneath. Now let's get back to that braided trim. I'm going to tie a little bow. I thought it was a cute addition. You could stop just like that if you wanted to. I think this is a super great way to use up our cardstock because we don't want to hoard it. Christmas isn't again till next year, so use that pretty cardstock and send it out to your friends and family and your neighbors and let them enjoy your beautiful creations too. Okay, I have my bow made, and I'm going to grab a glue dot. Just going to put it right on there, and then I decided it looked cute there, but if you want to put it somewhere else, you can. I did find those gold embellishments here, and I'm just going to put them right here. 3 of them. And so you can see that this card would go together very quickly. If you just took your designer paper, cut a whole bunch of pieces at 3x4, and then another sheet that coordinates at 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and put them on a plain piece of paper. Now, if you wanted to do some stamping on this back, you can always step a card up, but it's not always necessary. If you have the time, if you want to, if you just like a really simple card and you like to keep your greeting on the inside a little more special, that's okay too, because this paper, the foil, really speaks for itself. But again, if you wanted to stamp on the back, I like to use my stamps to stamp on there. So you could, in this set, if you were using this one, stamp Be Merry all on the back with real red ink before you started assembling, and that would look super cute too. So I wanted to show you one other card that, as I was telling you, would be super simple to use because we have that extra little piece of cardstock. Remember this one? So that's what this piece is here, only I cut it the other way. So you would cut a regular card base. This one's 4 1/4 by 11. You're going to take that piece and cut it down to 5 1/4. I have another piece of red here on top that is 4 by 5 1/4, and I did do some embossing and put that right on there. Put a greeting piece on there. I punched some trees, but you could do a snowman. I tucked a little bit of ribbon in behind, and now I've used up that whole sheet of my cardstock, so that I only have just a few little small pieces that are going to waste. And I have 2 beautiful Christmas cards that are going to be ready to go out in the mail. So if you love this card, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and let them know that every Friday I'll be sharing a brand new Christmas card layout to help you get your cards designed before things get way too hectic this holiday season. As always, I really appreciate you joining me today, and I hope that you'll come back, and I hope that you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/stampitwithdebbie, just in case you're following me live right now. Thanks so much, and have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you again next week.